Hello everybody. Today I would like to talk to you about the life story of Steve Jobs, who is a co-founder and former CEO of Apple company. Although Steve Jobs have passed away 2 years ago in 2011, his life story and his contribution to our life is still touching and inspiring so many of us. To start with, I would like to borrow the words from Apple company website for remembering Steve Jobs. It say, Steve touched our life in so many ways. Is that really true? He touched our lives in the ways he made decisions for his lives based on what he loved. Everybody know that at age 17, after 6 months enrolled in the college, he started to drop the school. Because at that moment he thought the school didn't show him the ways to lead his life in the future. So he started drop the class that he didn't interested and he enrolled in class that he's interested in. And in the very famous speech he made in front of graduate students in Stanford University in June 2005, he said his story. He said that it wasn't all the romantics. He had to sleep in the floor of his friend's room. He had to walk 7 miles distance in order to have a good meal. But he never regrets for his decisions. He said that drop out of college is one of the best decision that he makes for his life. And then later on, he started the company at age 20 with his very close friends, and he had to sell his most valuable things at that time is his car, and he starts company in his father's garage house. And the first version of Mac computers was designed there. But after 10 years, the company worth $2 billion. Can you imagine that? It's $2 billion and employed 4,000 employees. It seemed that at that age of 30, everything in his hands, the successful, the recognitions from what he's doing. But suddenly, he was fired by his employee and by his own company. And in the same speech in the Stanford, he said with students that he didn't know what to do at that moment. He didn't know how to overcome the situation. He says, I was the most public failure. Everybody in the world knows that. I'm a failure. And he almost gave up. But then again, he shared with us that he listened to his heart. And he said to himself, I was rejected, but I'm still in love. So he decides to overcome, to start it over again from the beginning. That is another touching story. That's how he overcomes difficulties in his life. And then to start with, he start new companies named Next. And then later on another company named Persuasive. Both of the company gradually to be very successful companies. And then Apple company decide to buy Next, his Jobs company. And then they invite Steve Jobs to come back to Apple. And everybody know that under the Steve Jobs leadership, the Apple company introduced to the world his innovative, creative products, iPod, and later on iPhone, and then iPod. And he changed the world. He changed the ways people using the phone. He changed the ways people using the technologies for their life. We have a get benefit from his innovation, his creativities, and then we thanks for him for all the love that he's spent for the technology, for all the desires for create the new things for the world. So to to come to the conclusions, I would like to borrow once again the another was from his biography book written by very famous author is that Walter Isaacson. So in the introduction, the author say that Steve Jobs' personality and his products are interrelated. Is it really true? It filled with lessons about innovation, character, leadership, and values. And Steve Jobs is the ultimate icon of inventiveness and applied imaginations. That's why Steve Jobs touched our life in so many ways. Thank you for listening.